You're restoring me piece by piece.
And they give you the what? Certificate?
No, they give you the passport. I
Oh,
passed!
it gives you the passport. Sick.
I passed the test. The test. The biggest test of my life. I passed. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you saw a little bit of the clip prior to this clip, today was a very important date, which I have been preparing for this test for about 4 months. But in reality, it was something that I wished for and I wanted ever since I was a little girl. Ever since then, I always said, you know, and wished, and I actually hoped and knew in my heart that one day my wish will come true, and today it came true. I always said, I wish one day that I will become a US citizen, and today I was approved. I passed my interview. I had my interview around 2:15. They give you this book like when you apply. I applied in May, and then they give you this book where you study all these 100 questions that you're supposed to know. It's called the civic test, and then when you go over there to the interview, they only ask you 10. But if you pass the first 6 ones, that's it. They stop and they tell you that your application has been approved. Congratulations. And in 30 days, I have my ceremony, which is basically a swearing ceremony, I think, where you go in and you get your certification, your passport. I don't really know, but it's official. I'm an American citizen, and I'm so thankful and so happy, because many of you are born with that privilege, but to me it was given through my husband when I married him, because he's born and raised here. So for me, it's a big thing. It's one of the biggest dreams that I have. I mean, I have a lot of dreams, but this is one of my biggest childhood dreams. I guess back then I used to always watch like Hollywood movies, and I always thought of America like or I always thought of America the way Hollywood portrayed. And I know it's not like that now, but you know, I think there's more positive than negative here, and I choose to focus on the positive. So that's what happened today. That's the life update. I'm so thankful, so grateful, first to God. At the interview, I was so calm, so peaceful. Unlike my kid, oh my God, she cried, she threw a tantrum. It was just like the devil. It was just like the devil was haunting me to grab, to steal my peace. And I know when I lose my peace, I get nervous, I can't concentrate, I can't think. But man, I prayed last night, and today I spent time worshiping and praising God in the morning, and just spending time in His presence and prayer, and asking God to fill me up with His peace, you know, and to keep my mind peaceful, because when you don't have peace, sometimes your mind is like all over, so you don't remember the answers of the questions. And I knew them all, and I passed all 3 of the tests. They give you a verbal test, which is the civic test. They give you a written test, and what's the other one? Oh, reading test. And I passed all 3, obviously. So excited and thankful that this day came. First time me coming to US was in 1999. I was a spokesperson for this big organization. I'm not gonna mention their name right now, because you guys can actually find me on Google, but I want to go there right now anyway. But I came here then for 4 weeks. I was very famous. I was all over the media. And then I came back to study in US, to go to university in 2000. I was supposed to come in 2001, but that's when the terrorist attack happened, so I couldn't come because the borders were closed. And then I came in 2002 and left 2005. So I did 5 years, almost 5 years of university in Virginia. That's where I lived. That's where I went to school. And then I went back home and I worked for another 5 years. And me and my husband then decided to get married. And then he petitioned me, and it took about a year for all the paperwork to go through. And then in 2010, on June 13th, this past June 13th, it was 8 years since I moved to New York with my husband. So, and I got my green card right away in the mail that same week that I came here. And then I think within 3 years I was eligible to apply for my citizenship, and it has been 6 years after since I applied. To be honest, why didn't I do it? Once, because I thought it was too expensive, and I was working. I had the money, he had the money. I was just lazy. I thought the process was just too much. Year after year I just postpone it. And then this year I was like, you know what, I want to do it. And I was trying to do it through, like, you know, writing it, you know, printing all those paperwork, and there was always something happening with my printer that I couldn't do it, and I would get frustrated and throw the papers away. I was like, I don't want it. And then one day my husband was like, let's check, maybe you could do it online. 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes and $700 and something to apply. So that's how much it costs to apply for the citizenship. But the whole process was 5 minutes. Did it in May something, and then, you know, they send you week after week paperwork, this and that, things that you have to do. They gave me the book, you study it. Basically I just read the book 4 times, and I had my husband test me about 2 times. You can find the answers if you or any of your family members is trying to apply or trying to study. You can find basically the answers on YouTube or online, Google, and there's also free tests that you could take, and it's very easy. There's 100 questions for sure. They test you in reading and in English. Well, you have to know English. They test you reading and writing, and also civics test, which is basically to know how much you know U.S. history and how well you speak English. It's just, you know, who's the president, who's the first president, talk about Constitution, Congress, Senate, your governor, who's your governor, how many U.S. senators. So, you know, questions like this, I'm pretty sure those who have done it know it. But obviously you gotta, you know them, because you never know which question they're gonna ask you. But anyway, if you just read it at least 3-4 times, I'm pretty sure you are going to know it and pass it, because most of the stuff is basic stuff that you hear every single day on the news. So, or that you heard them in your history class, which I did. And so it's pretty much easy, but that's not the point of this video. I got carried away, oh my goodness. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Look at my hair. Anyway, I just wanted to share this moment with you guys. Didn't have a video today up simply because I had to do this, and I've been so nervous up to this date. Dream big, you know, because it's free and it's worth it. Dream big, and when the opportunity presents itself, take it, you know. don't feel bad or embarrassed or shy or stuck, or how to say, or fearful because, oh, what is my dad gonna think, or what is my mom gonna think, what is my sister gonna think, what is my brother gonna think, what is my friend gonna think. When it's your dream, it's your dream. And if the opportunity presents itself to make your dreams possible, take the opportunity and go for it, you know, because you never know, that might be the only chance, the only time that opportunity is gonna come by. And if you don't take it, you might look back 10-20 years from now and regret and say, oh man, how did I let that go, you know. So if you have a chance, you know, whatever you might be dreaming, finishing school, going to university, buying a car, buying a house, I don't know, becoming a singer, becoming a writer, or having your own business, or traveling, or whatever it is, you know, just don't quit, you know. Keep believing, keep trusting God that He's gonna make it one day, you know, He's gonna make it possible. I'm 37 right now, and I was very, very young when I used to dream of one day coming and living to America and becoming an US citizen. And that day, it happened today. And it kind of feels so surreal, like too good to be true, because I've been living here 8 years and working, you know, doing exactly what every citizen does, paying my taxes and all that stuff. But I know in my heart that this was one of my dreams, you know, one of my biggest dreams. And if you don't quit, and if you keep dreaming and keep believing and have faith, you know, and see it that it's gonna come, you know, just see it that as if it already happened, it will happen, you know. Because first you have to believe and then receive, you know. So it's all done by faith. You have to have faith. If you don't have faith, nothing in life will work. Keep dreaming, keep believing, have faith in God, and take the chance, take the opportunity when it comes to you, when it presents itself, you know. Don't just brush it off. Don't dwell on you know, on, or don't dwell in fear or what others think or what others are going to think, because you're stepping out and you're doing something that you want to do, that other people are going to laugh at you, or they're going to say, oh, who does she think she is, or who does he think he is. It doesn't matter, because in the end, you're the only one responsible for your happiness and for your life. So don't pay attention to others, you know. Respect everybody, you know. You don't have to hate nobody because they don't like you, that they don't like your dreams, they think you're crazy for dreaming. They used to call me a daydreamer, but for me, I'm living my dreams, you know, and I still dream. And this is just the beginning. Like, this is probably one big dream, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. But I've had a lot of other dreams that God has accomplished, or that I have seen them to, you know, become reality in my life. I don't even know where to start, but one day you guys will hear all about. And then I have more dreams that I keep dreaming, and that I have goals that I want to reach, things that I want to do, you know, and they're probably bigger than what I'm just sharing now. And probably if I share with somebody, people will think, oh my God, you need to come down to earth. And I realize that, but I also know one thing, that my God is big. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And then I just choose to believe that God has something better, you know. You just have to have a positive attitude, because life is all about positive attitudes, you know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope this video encouraged you and motivated you in some way or the other to just keep dreaming and never stop believing. Okay, so be blessed. Bye.
You're restored.